Hey guys, welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5 Career Mode. So in our last race, we sent Fredo was back at Dover in the Xfinity Series race. It was an interesting race to say the least. Fredo really roughed some people up, got a lot of people mad at him, but he managed to gut out a 10th place finish. So we'll take that. And take the points and move on. Fredo's still in contention for the chase in that series, but in this episode here, Fredo's making his second ever Cup Series debut. This time driving the 00 car. Hoping he can impress some people and get a ride in that series all the way at the top. We're at Martinsville Speedway for the Xfinity 500. And like I said, Fredo's going to be trying out in this 00 car, and we'll see what he can do in this race. So, without further ado, let's head to qualifying and see what Fredo can accomplish here at Martinsville. All right, Fredo, it's time to qualify for your second ever Cup Series start at Martinsville. Fredo got tapped to drive this 00 car. To see what he's got, and we're going to see if Fredo can make the most of it here. So we're going to bail off into turns 1 and 2. Car looks pretty good. Goes into turns 3 and 4, comes off turn 4. Car again sticks pretty good, and we'll see what Fredo's got. Hey, look there, got the goal lap. And he qualifies 29th, not bad. Considering this is not the strongest car in the field. So let's take a look at our qualifying results. Kyle Busch has the pole. Matt Kenseth starts second. Denny Hamlin third. Martin Truex Jr. fourth. Brad Keselowski rounds out your top 5. We'll scroll on down here and see where your favorite driver starts. See if there's any nobles there. Ryan Preece, who's back in the 37, who Fredo drove for in his Cup Series debut at Talladega, and Fredo starts right behind him. So that might be an interesting storyline. So yeah, we'll scroll on back here. Tyler Ray and Austin Dillon, the 2 RCR cars. Not a good qualifying effort for them. We'll go on down. There's Michael McDowell back there as well. Eric Amarola. Not good qualifying runs for them. And there's Chad Fincham in 40th place, the last car in the field. So let's head to the race and see if Fredo can get the job done. All right, Fredo, it's time to see what you can do in the Cup Series at Martinsville. We're underway at Martinsville. So, yeah, this is Fredo's second career start in the Cup Series, trying to score a ride in that series. He's kind of got a mid-pack start. Boy, gotta watch it there, Fredo. He got roughed up pretty good right there, so he kind of needs to be careful right there. Comes back, tries to pass Timmy Hill in the 66 car for 30th. Fredo's going to have to drive hard if he wants a shot at a Cup Series ride. But it doesn't look like things are going in his favor. Of course, once the tires wear out, maybe Fredo can kind of start gaining back on these guys a little bit. So we'll kind of see what happens as the run goes along here. Gets up on the curb there. He needs to be careful. Fredo needs to watch doing stuff like that. Still hanging on to that 33rd spot, though. Kyle Busch looking awfully dominant right now. Fredo gets passed by Brendan Gaughan, drops back to 34th. we're not expecting Fredo to just light the world on fire here in this race. Remember, he's got to finish in the top 35. He gets passed by Kurt. Wow, Kurt Busch is all the way back here. Something. He must have got sent to the back for something. But Fredo's really starting to fall back through the field now. I'll tell you what, though, Fredo's kind of struggling at the moment. Car doesn't really seem to be up under him that good. We'll have to see if we can make some adjustments to kind of help Fredo out here. He's only got one more car behind him before he's at the tail end of the field here. Things are definitely not going in Fredo's favor right now. Like I said, maybe once the tires wear out and the field kind of starts coming back to Fredo a little bit, maybe things will kind of change in his favor a little bit. The 21 car is kind of backed up to him a little bit, but Fredo's starting to get kind of loose coming off the turns there. Hopefully that's not something that'll keep getting worse as we go along here. Fredo dives off into the corner and passes Timmy Hill, so he gets one position back. So maybe things are starting to kind of come back to him a little bit. Of course, this is a Cup Series. These are the big dogs, so it's going to be a rough road for Fredo right now. It will most certainly not be as easy as it was in the Truck Series or even the Extreme Dirt Tour Series. These guys don't mess around. Even though some of these players that's in this Cup race were also in the Xfinity Series, but the cars are much tougher, much more equal. So yeah, it's certainly not going to be easy for Fredo in this race. There's Truex going around. Fredo putting him a lap down, going around Chastain as well. So Fredo needs to at least try and stay in that lucky dog spot. And he doesn't need to be getting loose like that coming off the turn. So he passes the 77 car and draws a bead on Chad Finchon. Car's really starting to loosen up coming off the turns there. That's not a good sign. We may have to do something about that. Fix that drive coming off the turns. This has been a surprisingly clean Martinsville race. Not a lot of crashing going on. Truex is leading pretty good. Oh, wow. Okay. And Fredo DNFs. Well, that didn't end well. Well, that was short. Dang. All right, well, that was a rough deal. So it says, you missed out on getting that top 35 finish, but don't feel bad. Martinsville's a tough track. Keep working hard and you'll get there. So yeah, maybe we'll work on another hot seat there. So that was unfortunate. Let's see where we head to. Hey, we're in the Extreme Dirt Tour Series again. So yeah, it was a rough race there for Fredo. His last race in that series too, crashed and finished dead last. But we're at El Dora. Again, a track Fredo's had a good, strong run at in the past, so why don't we go ahead and throw this race into this episode, and maybe we can end on a high note with Fredo here. So let's head to El Dora and see what happens. All right, Fredo, it's time to qualify at El Dora. So we did make a few little tweaks to the setup here for Fredo. Just to kind of see if that would kind of help the car a little bit. And we'll see what that does. We'll see what that does to the car. See if we can find any kind of speed out of it. Car does feel pretty good according to Fredo. Don't know if that's going to translate into speed or not, but we'll find out. Here we come off turn 4. Take the checkered flag. Fredo, hey, he qualifies 15th, so it's not the qualifying results we were getting last year with Fredo in the Gold Mine Racing Team car. But hey, considering this is a kind of a back marker team, that's not a bad qualifying effort. So let's take a look at the starting order. Justin Jones has the pole. Anthony Norton starts second. Randy Davis is third. Hugh Ackerman fourth. And Mark Hunter rounds out your top 5. And we'll scroll on down here. Tony Stewart again with not so good qualifying runs in 12th. There's Fredo in 15th. Cody Brock 16th. We'll scroll on down here. And David Ryan rounds out your field in 24th. So what do you say we head to the race and see if we can at least end the episode on a little bit of a high note for Fredo. So let's go to the race. All right, Fredo, it's time to do a little dirt track racing at El Dora. We're underway at El Dora with the Extreme Dirt Tour Series race. So yeah, like I said, Fredo kind of had a rough outing there at Durban, crashed out, finished dead last, and boy, they are not messing around now. Yeah, Fredo, okay. Oh, wow. Okay. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and pit, take 4 tires, and we'll rack them up and start all over again. I believe that's the first time Fredo's been upside down in this series. Dang, this is not going well in this episode. We'll see if Fredo can kind of get things back under him a little bit here. But, yeah, Fredo's got tires and fuel now, and we'll see if that gets him back going. But hey, he's making his way up through the field. He's all the way back up to 15, so that's a good sign. Maybe Fredo can make some things happen again. Fredo just needs to watch it there, not get too crazy. Hey, look at that. Fredo's back up in the top 10. Well, he was in the top 10. We are almost 4 wide for 9th. My goodness. But Fredo's making his way up through the field. He's up to 7th. So let's kind of see where we're running at here in regards to the other competitors here. He's looking pretty good right now. Closing out is Tony Stewart for 6th. So yeah, Fredo's kind of come alive here. He dives it off in there and passes both Stewart and Lula Cobb for 10th. And okay. I don't know what is going on, but man, they are roughing Fredo up. We just straight up got taken out in that exchange. So Fredo comes in, gets tires, gets his damage repaired, and we're going to rack him up and do it again. So we'll see what we can do here. I would imagine the frustration level is starting to get a little high with Fredo right now. Willis in this car right here, yeah, Fredo's starting to get a little frustrated with some of the competitors here. But Fredo, once again, making his way through the field. There's Ryan 16th, who is an enemy of Fredo right now. He gets past him. What is going on with these guys? That's the second time Fredo's been upside down. Well, let's try it again. We got 5 laps to go, so Fredo's got to go. He cannot afford to mess around now. Boy, these guys are just, they're being super aggressive right now. So Fredo dives it off into the turn. I mean, Fredo's got to make it happen now. So these guys can't keep roughing Fredo up all the time. Fredo's up to 14. What is going on? Okay, we're just straight up getting taken out in this deal. And Fredo gets 19th place after getting straight up taken out. I mean, yeah, this is just whacked. I don't know what's going on here. But let's take a look at the race results. All right, let's take a look at the finishing order. Justin Jones wins the race. Anthony Norton finishes second. Roy Wood finishes third. Caleb Stevenson fourth. And Lula Cobb rounds out your top 5. We'll scroll on down here, see where everybody finishes. Fredo in 19th. Gets dumped by the 64 car. By the way, that's twice, and there's been a few instances he's gotten into Fredo, so he may have some payback coming from Fredo if this keeps up. So, but yeah, Fredo finishes a disappointing 19th after he roared his way all the way up into the top 5. Looked like he might have had a shot to win, and yeah, just got roughed up by everybody. So. And there's Randy Davis in 24th, the last car running. So, yeah, rough day. So let's take a look at the points and see where that lands Fredo at. All right. So, Tony Stewart in the points. Tony Stewart, your points leader. Mark Hunter's second, Leslie Gomez is third, Caleb Stevenson fourth, and Eric Wright rounds out your top 5. We'll scroll on down, see where everybody's at. And yeah, yikes, look at Fredo, all the way back in 22nd points. Not good. And there's Terrence Russell, the last car in points. So yeah, Fredo's got to get it together. He's almost 60 point. Well, he's about 53 points behind the points leader. So yeah, Fredo's got to get it going if he plans to make the chase, which that ain't looking good either. So yeah, all right. Let's see where we head to next. Okay, so looks like Fredo is making more enemies now. Story of the week: Fredo Mangino IV making headlines with aggressive driving style. Multiple drivers are concerned Fredo Mangino's driving style Multiple drivers are concerned Fredo Benio, the force driving, will only get worse. Oh my, this might get interesting here. Because he's got everybody coming after him now. So let's see. Let's see where we head to next. So Fredo's back in the Truck Series at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the North Education Lottery 200, and yeah, that'll be our next episode. So yeah, kind of a disappointing couple of races for Fredo in this one. So. Yeah, we'll see if he can regroup and get it back together at Charlotte with the trucks. So until then, we'll catch you guys later. Take care, all. Bye for now.